This African man said something that made everyone question their relationships. And this is what happened. You see, on a busy Monday morning, Menelek sat on a crowded bus during rush hours. However, the loud silence was deafening, especially by African standard at that time, and it bothered the young man. So he pulled his phone out of his pocket, making sure everyone noticed. He dialed the number, paused, then loudly whispered, "Darling, I don't think we'll be able to meet today because I'm on the same bus as your man, but you can come to mine. I miss you so much." The call was short and sweet, but in the process, the young man made all the male passengers feel like they were carrying the drum for him to beat. And for some African men, that feeling is more painful than childbirth. So, one by one, the men on the bus began texting and calling their women to check their whereabouts. Look, anxiety and blood pressure was at all-time high, but things got worse for Menelek because as soon as the news of the conversation reached the driver, the man parked the bus by the roadside and demanded two things from the young man: to come out of the bus and to show him the last number he called, for verification purposes, of course. And within minutes, Menelek was surrounded by all the passengers, including people who were not even on the bus, like passerby, local vendors, and residents of that neighborhood who were coming out of their houses because they heard the commotion, and in the process, they heard about the story. So naturally, they also wanted to check that number to make sure that they were not carrying the drum for the young man to beat. You see, Menelek was sweating buckets by the roadside, standing there like a phone book, cornered by his own lack of maturity. Please don't be like a Menelek. This is one of the many stories found in the African Journal of Short Stories in my book. Thank you for all of you who bought it already. Thanks.
We, ni nini?